Shalom to the Royal Priesthood. It's your boy Gangsta Brew KD8 to the Fizzo, and glad to be back. Over a long hiatus, and just want to update y'all on what I'm doing and how I'm doing. I'm a happily productive brew again, because I told a few people behind the scenes after the mandate was lifted, I returned back to work. Yes, I'm still working on my brand, and yes, I'm still closer to relocating. I had to get a few more things in order, even though I'm personally tired of the setbacks. I want to get this thing over with, so I can look forward to having a very prosperous Hebrew New Year, which is still fresh and young. But before I dip into it, I got to give all my praises to and my magnificent Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for allowing me to still have a heartbeat, allowing me to be alive, to be speaking in front of y'all this evening. And of course, praying for all the royal babies to get the protection and knowledge that they continuously need, because they're the most vulnerable out here. It's getting to a more and more evil world by the second. Forget by the minute and the hour, it's seconds now. And to all the married and single parents out there that's looking for strength to come back to Yahweh, as stated in Proverbs 1:7. I'll pray on their behalf of them to receive the strength that they need so they can do just that. Crawl back to the Most High Yahweh, because that's the only way. And yes, I mean the only way that Israel as a whole is going to win. And show up, Father, that we're sick and tired of this place and we're ready to go home. But the only way it's going to happen is through consistent obedience to our Father's law, statutes, and commandments. And with all of that said, I end this prayer in the name of our and the one true leader of Yasharallah, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Yeah, I've been a happy, productive person for the past 6 months. And I really got energized by jumping back on to Lisa's Saturday streams again. Even though some horrible things happened along the way. As I told a few people behind the scenes, it's been up and down, and I know some brews went through this too. Had a few up and downs, like most of us do, and lost my niece in the fire last month, and I'm just gonna tell you this. I was really, really down in the dumps about that. I mean, darn near shook up again, and things like that. But besides that, I've been holding my head up. Looking forward to relocation so I could stop stumbling when it comes to Shabbat. I mean, and things like that. So I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine right now, even though psychologically I will never recover from losing my niece last month through a fire in Toledo. But I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on a few things. First and foremost, this Jonathan Majors thing, and I'm gonna be real honest. He said a very questionable thing to me. Jumping on this sodomite bandwagon, which is full of you know what. I'm just gonna say it like this, man. Even though he does not deserve to get railroaded through the court system. No, he does not. But I will say this, I don't feel sorry for dude at all. I don't. Because the Most High Yahweh told you in Tobit 4:12 to beware of all whoredom. But I guess Jonathan Majors and these passport dudes continue to ignore Yahweh's warning through that verse. So if you get what you get, well, you got to live with it, you know? I mean, because Israel as a whole is out of order. You know, it does start with the fellas, you know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice and dice it, it does start with us. It's us, the reason I say it's us, you know, of course, separating ourselves from the reprobates. It's what reprobates do. It's reprobates that, you know, that's still out here, you know, slinging their privates anywhere and everywhere. A girl foolishly, you know, gives consent to it. Now, even though the fellas, you know, they could try to sling their deal all they want, but it starts and stops when a woman gives permission in the story. As far as Jonathan Majors, man, I don't feel sorry for dude. Even though I don't appreciate him getting railroaded through this court system, but he should have known better. He should have listened to the Most High Yahweh and took heed to Tobit 4:12, and you wouldn't be in this situation. But oh well. As far as the constant cops interactions, you know, with our folks, what folks have to understand is that this is the enemy's extra army force. I mean, they're called slave catchers for a reason. Even though they disguise it up and call themselves police, where they protect their own and serve us with the bullets and the disrespect, you know what time it is. Which is why this is another reason why it's time for these reprobates to stop wilding out, stop being heavily disobedient, and just come back to the Most High. You won't be facing some of these problems. I'm not saying running back to the Most High is gonna be stress-free, but at least you'll gain the protection that you desperately really all of Israel need. But in order for that to happen, you gotta be humble and come back to the Most High. The only way it's gonna get a little better is if you do that. Now, as far as this mishap, and I call it a mishap with all of these other reprobates that decided to collaborate with Just Pearly Things, that naive bitch. And I just got one thing to say to Pearly Things. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your kind, and fuck your path. This interaction that she had with Nick Fuentes is all I need to know about Just Pearly Things. And the thing of it is, I mean, she made a lot of impact and gained a lot of impact off of you passport dude sympathizers. I think that was her main audience to cater to these passport niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that was her main audience overall. You know, saying the tropes that they want to hear, want to increase the population of passport niggas. You know, and now their main mission is to put a heathen bitch on a pedestal, which I will never do. I mean, I can have all the problems in the world And unfortunately, you know, with all this backdoor feminism going on the other side, the one thing I will never do is put a heathen bitch on a pedestal because of the so-called femininity that the heathen bitch is selling. I mean, did we not learn our lesson with all this mixing and mingling going on? And all these passport nigga sympathizers? I say, y'all deserve to catch all the heat with Pearl. Y'all deserve to catch all the heat because you decide to tell our problems in front of Miss Pearl. Or should I say her real name, Hannah? You know what I'm saying? So I say the hell with that and the hell with y'all, man. And the real ones that know, they know what time it is, man. Now, as far as 45 going to jail, nah, I didn't think he was gonna go to jail. But I am watching this fight between him and this Satan, though. I mean, the shit is fun as hell. And I'm gonna continue to have my popcorn out for that one. I think that's gonna be the most interesting story politically, even though I don't give a fuck about either one of them, 45 or the Satan. I mean, let me say that clearly, D Satan. You know, that rotten ass governor for Florida who denied our people entry um through that tornado through the Caribbeans. So I say fuck Ron DeSantis for that. And everything else that he's doing. And as far as him getting rid of all this diversity training, I applaud that. And I'm gonna tell you why I applaud that. Because our people have no business mixing and mingling with the fucking enemy the way they doing. And speaking on racism, I mean, I really think the enemy is doing their job. The problem is most of Israel is not doing theirs. Apply the same amount of energy and pressure that the enemy puts towards us every day. If we're supposed to be represented as a royal priesthood in 1 Peter 2:9, doesn't that give you the incentive to separate from the rest of these nasty, filthy, evil-ass heathens? I mean, it should. But that's just another story, man. Far as Chris Rock and Will Smith, hey, look, man. You knew that Chris Rock was gonna profit off of this incident, with the slap. And Will Smith, man, you just gotta take an L on this one, bruh. But you should have took your cues and left Jada a long time ago. And you knew she was using you, man. And she's using you now. See, people think it's not possible to be married to a backdoor feminist, which is exactly what Jada Pinkett is. She displayed it all throughout the marriage with Will Smith. It's only Will Smith that can't see it. And I'm Tyrese, bro. What the hell is you doing? You taking a picture in front of a girlfriend that just dish you publicly, bro. I'm like, damn, Tyrese. Man, you looking bad right now. Well, I say that to say all this. Special shout out to my man DSB, M2 the X Project, and also my man Isaiah Henderson for inspiring me to to do this video, give y'all updates and things like that. And special shout out to the sister Jet Black along the same lines, and many others that pushed me to give y'all updates on my life and things like that. Of course, special shout out to my man Reef the Watcher, and congratulations on him launching the classic game night Saturday night. And much blessings to my brother King Ways over there building his dream as he become more and more prosperous with his catering and take it back home to the Caribbeans. I salute him on every single step of the way. And King Ways know he got my support 1000%. And with all that said, shalom to the royal priesthood. This your gangster brew KD8 to the Fizzo. And I want to say peace and love to Israel only. Fuck you heathens. You go to hell. And all you sodomites out there too. Go to hell. Peace and love, Israel.